Okay, you guys. Don't mind my voice. I lost it over the past few days. This collective that I'm tapping into, it feels like there was this unknowing of oneself to the level that was possible. Coming out of isolation because you feel ready. You realized who you are. You're like, wait, I'm not this dimly lit lamp in the reading room that some people notice. No, I'm this chandelier, motherfucker, that shines bright, that people observe in awe just for being. And because you weren't functioning from this confident, fully integrated self, you might have made choices from a lower vibration, from your ego, that you thought were coming from your higher self, but they were coming from a version of you that wasn't fully emerged in your actual truest light. And that's still okay. It's all a part of the process. But in this process, in this journey, you and those around you, because you are going to attract what level you are at, you and those around you in your everyday life, people that you see on a day-to-day basis, every day, you are all coming into this recognition, this realization that you are all each other. You are all one. There's less negative talk towards yourself and towards others. It's really beautiful. You might have this sudden epiphany or realization that you want to reconnect. You want to reconnect with the world. You want to reconnect with your powerful self, the one that you remember, the version of yourself that you were being when you were in ultimate creation mode, creator mode, okay? Let me look into my notes. So yeah, some of the affirmations that I said in the past couple days that changed my actual frequency and my reality quickly were, I immediately shift into my highest timeline. People recognize me by my higher self. I allow myself to relax. I hold myself completely within my light and dark. I fully love myself. Dragonborn. Okay, I totally understand what I'm feeling now. So as you realign with your most divine self, your most authentic self, you have shed the shadow. You have shed the blockages, the heavy weight. You have shed the things that were blocking you from being recognizable from your soul family. People weren't able to reach out to you. The people that align with your morals, your highest path, your family, because you were not being yourself. But you had to go through this period of isolation, and you're very apologetic now towards yourself and towards other people. Almost like, you guys, that wasn't me. You know it was you. You just know that it was a you that was very in pain. You might have lost somebody or people. You might have lost yourself. You might have lost a friendship or a romantic partner, and it sent you into the unknown, the void. You are giving yourself grace for your mistakes, for the demons that you clung to that made you feel safe and familiar. You might have been handed down these lower vibrations, these lower frequencies. We don't always have to refer to them as demons because they are technically not outside of you. They are within you. You hold them within you, and then they materialize or manifest as these separate things that are attacking you, but it's really just you avoiding the work to do. Okay? You stopped avoiding the work to do. You took it on. You walked through your own personalized hell, purgatory, whatever you want to call it. It felt like you didn't want to be around people that you knew while you did this, so you moved somewhere, or God moved you somewhere, the universe moved you somewhere where you could do this in safety around people that understand what you're going through. You guys, I was gifted this little chameleon by the universe. And it kind of like pertains to the reading. And it matches my like jewelry. Like, it's crazy. I think that what happened, you guys, I could feel what happened was maybe you weren't sure of who you were, so you chameleoned a lot. This has positive traits. I've said it in another reading. Because you ultimately want to kind of explore yourself, and that's okay. And you want to figure out who you want to be, who you are, who you can be. And then you did that. You went on a journey, you embarked on a journey, and it led ultimately to this ego death, to this death of who you are not. And it's beautiful, but it's rocky and it's shaky, and that's okay. We go through things, we have turmoil, but we have guidance along the way. Angels are sent to us in beings as well. This bee was just like, ooh. My back windows were open. This bee was like flying around me right now, just like these two windows right in front of me. You're getting to work. You got to work. You did the work, boo. Now you are buzzing. You are buzzing with your highest frequency. You are always where you need to be. So even when you were at those low moments, that's where you needed to be. You had realizations. You earned growth points. You earned wisdom points along your journey. You got life points. You can now character development. If you want to be a writer, you have lived through things that you can write about, or script. You guys, everything is purposeful and everything is in alignment for your highest path. This ego death is showing you that. You're like, oh my gosh, it's really over. I can actually be myself. And it's cringy and it's weird because you're unsure, but you can, and you always can. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my clock right now, you guys. 11:33 on my car clock. Like, my phone clock is 12:34, and then my car clock is 11:33. What the actual? Anyway, you guys, it feels like annoyingly long. It took annoyingly long to get to know yourself. But you know what? You're like so you now that nobody can even like shift you even a little bit. That's what this was purposeful for. Nobody can break your barriers. Nobody can cross your boundaries. You are in emperor mode. You are in empress mode. Hello, bee. I'm safe in here. My windows are up, but I love you. I've been stung 3 times by bees, 1 time by a wasp. And I wasn't walking. I was laying on my bed. The window was open. The wasp flew in and stung my foot. Wasn't even moving. It just wanted to sting me. I hold grudges. And if you guys have like weird ass shit that is happening like around you, just like synchronicities or like colors aligning, like whatever it is, but you're like catching it, this is just gonna continue. And it's gonna grow more. The synchronicities will get louder and the memories will come up. That's the other thing. I've had so many memories from my childhood that I didn't remember before. Happy ones that I was uplifted in, innocent, loving, freedom, forgiveness, compassion. This is all flooding back in as I realign with my true soul. I became bitter and resentful and jealous and all the vibrations I never wanted to become because I saw it in my family members, but I became it anyway. And then I learned how to fucking heal that shit because it's not fun to be that way. So it's a lot of work. You have to be very upfront and honest about the things that you do not want to take with you. And I just want to let you guys know, because this is something that I am coming into recognition with right now in my life, is that you don't have to do anything that you do not align with or that you do not feel like you want to do. If you made a commitment to like join a band or write a book, you can cancel those plans if it doesn't feel right. If you made plans to go hang out with these friends like months ago or 2 days ago, and you're like, dude, I'm not feeling up to it. I feel like I want to utilize this weekend or this day just to be with myself, to meditate, to shower, literally like shower, just do it. Listen to your inner voice. Do not regret or feel guilty. It is fine. People will deal with it. You have this internal fear or had this internal fear from your childhood of disappointing people. Let it go. Be yourself. Be true to you. And another thing that has been coming up a lot recently for myself and also my twin flame that I will talk about in later videos. That's a whole other journey that I asked for and then received. We're seeing a lot of people who resemble people from our past or remind us of people from our past, or we even think that we literally like spotted somebody from our past. In my energy, I really feel like this is like a releasing. It's like I healed from this, I'm healing from this, I can let it go. It's almost like a confirmation that if you see somebody that resembles somebody from your past, or if somebody recognizes you and thinks that you're someone from their past, because that happens to me a lot as well, then this is just a validation that we are releasing our past, okay? What I feel. And because we are truly stepping into our actual, authentic, loving, compassionate, forgiving selves, we are remembering the happy times and we are opening our hearts, you guys. So if people around you are not being loving, just know they're reflecting an aspect of you that you are saying goodbye to. If somebody gives you an attitude, just know you have given someone an attitude as well in the past. So it's almost like when you see things that make you like, what the heck? It's because you're seeing who you were. And the more you tap into your heart space, the more people will aim their projections at you. But you have a larger space now in your body, mind, and spirit, because you're love, to say, I pray for them. I hope that their day gets better, instead of judging them. We are reviewing old patterns. We are able to see from a bird's eye view or just a higher view of what we would have said before, in a moment like that. How we would have reacted before. Triggered. Now not triggered. Now calm. Now grounded. Now balanced. And the reaction, the response is so different. You may feel like a completely brand new person. Excuse me. You may not even recognize yourself internally. You're like a little sketched out. Is this even me? Yes. It is your higher self. We are emerging from old patterns quickly. Quickly. Allow it. Don't fight it. It is still you. Your shadow was still you. Love yourself. Love your shadow as it leaves. Don't judge yourself. Hold yourself. I love you. And as I end the reading, my car clock says 11:44. You guys, I'm just happy to be alive, and I'm finding more acceptance in each moment for the actual person that I truly am. Whereas before, I was constantly nagging myself. Why can't you be more like this? They don't like it when you do that. They don't like it when you talk like that. Stop doing this. You're so annoying. Like, this is why nobody wants you around. This was my internal talk. And I know it sucks. It's what I was living with. And nobody could tell. So if you feel that you are coming out of something similar, I love you. There's something crazy going on. Okay, and I do just want to mention this, and this is not to create fear, because this is just a knowing. It's nothing that you need to feed energy into. It's just something that you know. Okay? As you do step into your literal power and your actual self, people will get upset. Because you are no longer going to help their reality the way they wanted you to. Because you are going to be living for your own divine purpose. If it is in the highest good for you to still help that person's reality that is upset with your internal power, then that is God's doing. But a lot of the time, you guys, people that are not fully in support of us, will expose themselves during this ascension process into enlightenment and into our truest warrior, strongest selves. It will cause a ruckus, all right? And the reason for this is because you are emanating more truth, more of your authentic truth, more light, Because the more you are being true to yourself, the more light you are bringing. The more love you are bringing. Even if it's not a loving moment. Even if you tell a bitch off. Because that's how you really feel. You may trigger people, but you're standing in your truth. If you get defensive for somebody else, like if you are defending somebody from being bullied, you might cause a ruckus. You might cause a scene. But you are doing the right thing. Okay? You are triggering other people's shadows because you have integrated with your own. And that is a superpower. Don't stop. Don't silence yourself. If you catch yourself being nasty, put a stop to it and apologize. But if you are being respectful and just speaking your boundaries, keep going, baby. I love you. Thank you for listening. We are always evolving, even if it feels like you're not. Trust yourself.